Well, hello friends. I'm Graham, and this is my world. Hi, it's me again. Today is really windy, cold. It's been raining most of the day. I have me soda, but it's not in a mason jar. It's in a Adams peanut butter jar. But it's good soda. I know, I shouldn't drink soda. But I'm addicted. So, a lot's happened this weekend. Even though the weather's been bad. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what's right here next to me. Okay, so in the two barrels, let me back up, on either side of the gate, I planted blueberry bushes. And if you look very carefully, they're on this side of the fence. I did that to help protect them a little bit more from the doggies. That piece of wire there that's hanging off, that's still gonna be trimmed, and of course they need to be wrapped in wood, and the back of the gate still needs done. There's so many projects, but whatever. So those got planted, and then you see these 10 tires. Well, oh, please excuse the wind. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. These 10 tires right here are the 10 tires I'm going to use. Well, turn around back here for the, what do they call them? Asparagus. Oh, yeah. You notice the difference? I took all the wire down. I've been busy, I'm telling you. I've been very busy. So, that's a grapevine in there. I need to put some and then there's another grapevine. So eventually what I'm going to do, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. Eventually what I'm going to do is there'll be an arch that goes up and over these barrels, kind of like a tunnel, and the grapevines will grow up over the arches. And then these 4 barrels, these 2 and these 2, have raspberry bushes in them. So hopefully those will do okay. Have not worked on compost this weekend. I was going to do some more work, and then, the weather just was not behaving correctly today. And you can see there's already weeds coming up through them from underneath. But that's all right. They'll all get devastatedly pulled. So the back over here, I just removed all those tires from there, and they're now over there. The trampoline is now in the ground. So this little teeny fence was put in by the original owner, and at one point in time it went just down the backside of these barrels, but it all came apart and fell apart as I was pulling everything apart. And I hope this wind noise isn't too bad. So I'm going to be removing that fence, and then all of the wood chips directly underneath it are going to come out. I'm going to shovel all of them out. And there are 10 tires that I just showed you that are going to go on the ground right up next to that white fence. And then they are going to be filled halfway with dirt and the rest of the way with compost that I get from the chickens. And that's where my asparagus is going to go. So my asparagus is going to go in here. And before I put the tires down, I'm going to lay cardboard underneath, because there's still a ton of roots and stuff from weeds and things that I don't want growing up in here. So this rose bush is absolutely beautiful. but it needs to be trimmed back, especially around the ground. And this thing's going to be massive, absolutely insanely crazy massive. And I think it's kind of cool. So it's actually, this rose bush is actually one of the bushes or trees on the property that it's gonna live here. I'm not gonna take it away. This was planted again by the original owner, and it puts on this beautiful little pink flower. It's almost like a wild rose bush, and it's got so much vigor. It's just amazing. So it's gonna stay there, and then next to it are be in that hole right there. Gonna be 2 more of these blue barrels, and then we're gonna start getting that fence put up. So there's a lot going on. Just a little here, a little there. It's gonna take a while, but it'll get there. This fence here in between me and the trampoline, it will eventually be coming out and be replaced with a really awesome looking fence that's made out of either, you can call them cow panels or pig panels or whatever. They're metal panels, and they'll be trimmed with 2x4 or 4x4 posts and 2x6s, and it's gonna look really cool. But yeah, so now that I got those all cleaned up, I think here in the next week or two I will be getting going on finishing wrapping those and building the fence behind me. So it's gonna be really cool when it's all done. It's gonna be really cool when it's all done. It's just a matter of getting there, little at a time. Oh, these are the wires that I took off, and I don't know if I'm gonna reuse that or not. I might, you know, open it up and do something else with it, or I might just recycle them. Kind of a mess. Started sorta working on the fire pit. Sorta, not exactly. It needs, I said it needed either 9 more of those retaining blocks I need in order to finish the bottom layer, and then the top, there'll be a top layer with some smaller retaining blocks, and it'll be kind of a really cool looking fireplace when it's done. And this guy here, we're talking about giving this to a friend of ours. So, and did you notice the holes? So I started by trying to get the weeds over there out, and then realizing that some of these bricks are just gone. As you can see, like there's some right there. So, and they're powder. They've just completely exploded. So it left holes. So, not all of them, but a couple, maybe like 3 or 4, I will leave. And then I'm gonna cut the landscape fabric underneath out and fill them up with some compost, I think, and plant something in them that you can walk on and step on. Mint would be a great idea, but the problem with mint is it likes to spread, so it'll go through the sand that I'm supposed to be putting in between the bricks. So I don't know, we'll see. Something pretty, hopefully. Maybe something that smells really good when you step on it. But so all this has got to come out, and I have to actually pull them out because when I used weed killer, it just left a dry stumpy thing and then a hole after it, you know. I changed that, which I think is really cool. So I'm thinking about putting the gate at an angle to match those bricks. I think would be really awesome. So yeah, it'd be crazy, different and crazy, and it'd be cool. So I can't wait to get this all done and put the arch up. And so there it sits. What a mess. That's gonna get fixed eventually here, spray painted black, and like I said, it's gonna go right there in that space. And all these crazy wood chips that are like mounded are all gonna have to get leveled out. Yeah, there's definitely a lot to do, but I'm making some headway. The other thing I got is, I think I'm gonna put where that bowling ball is, right in the middle there. That's where the I think that's where my little tire rose thing's gonna go. So this wall, it's not gonna look anything like this. They're actually gonna be staggered, not just stacked, but the plan is to make sort of, well, let me take you over there. Is to make sort of a secret garden, and I'm going to cut the sidewalls out of these tires, and they're going to be stacked like bricks, so they're going to be offset from each other, and then I'm going to have evergreen shrubs growing in them and cascading down the tires to the point where you can't even see that there are even tires there. They'll completely cover it, but it'll make this feel kind of like a secret passageway. Now there's tires here right now, but there's going to be a lot more, and they're going to swing around and kind of do this S-curvy thing, and it's going to be really kind of cool, but I don't have enough, so it's just going to be a matter of time. But these ones here will be up a little bit higher, and it's just going to be really cool, but it's going to be like a little tunnel, and you're going to feel like you're going down in the ground. And then where these blue barrels are, which I think I'm going to replace, and put some different barrels in there. But I think there's going to be a gate there, and then the gate will open up into a secret garden. And this will be kind of a the best way to describe this garden is going to be forest-like, mossy, very green and lush, and there'll be kind of a cabin of sorts in here. So I'm thinking about putting a pond or water feature in here, and then when you look back this way, next to where the gate is, in that space will be like a shed, but it's gonna be kind of a cabin. So when my friends or guests or somebody wants to come over and visit, they've got their own little hideaway, their own little private space. They can come and visit and then kind of like go away and have their own little guest bedroom kind of set up. So that's kind of the concept that I'm going to go for. I am going to do a lot of things. I'm trying to see if I can find more of this cedar fencing. I'm having some problems at the moment, but I'm going to get a hold of a couple of different fencing companies and see if they'll try to save some of this for me. Because what I want to do is I want to build a fence along there, and then I want to clad the back of this other cedar fence so that you don't see the bars and all that stuff. It makes it more rusticy and kind of homey like. Yeah, and then this tire wall here is going, I think, to swing around and go in between the rose bush and the tree and kind of sink back into the ground a bit. So you'll be able to get in and out of the garden around that side of the tree towards the barrels. Oh, look. My neighbors, aren't they awesome? Yeah, I can't be out here for very long, otherwise they just go insane. So, yeah, that's kind of the plan. Yes, definitely lots and lots of work ahead of me, but kind of want to make a secret garden, something sweet and special, kind of just a quiet little place to go and hide away. And the other thing that'd be kind of cool is to get away from them frickin' annoying barking dogs. But I just want a little secret little place, somewhere that's quiet and kind of tranquil, and go, good place to go and hide and read a book. So that's a big project. That'll take like 5 or 6 years to do, but I'll get there. In the meantime, I'm busy, and yeah, so I hope you've had yourself a fantastic day. I do apologize for the crazy wind, and until next time, bye for now, and enjoy the soda. Bye.